What's up? What's up? Just want to say thank y'all for entertaining us every week. I hope you guys are staying healthy and blessed. So, quick run through. I've been dating this girl for 2.5 years. We were long distance for a while, and then I would go visit her in Jersey City. I'm gonna tell you where she lived. She would live close enough to get to NYC right there by the Home Tunnel. Anyways, so a year and a half into the relationship, she lost her job. So I was helping her stay afloat in Jersey City while I was in LA.
Broke ass bitch.
And so she's like, "Oh, I'll pay you back, whatever. That's fine. Just don't be homeless. I don't want anybody to be homeless." So doing that, then she gets a job offer in Cali. She moves to the Bay. Don't have any money to move, so I help her move and all that.
King.
Out of my pocket, 16 grand, whatever, get over here.
King.
Still no progress. Paying the rent, I have to sacrifice my business. You know, working in music, it's not fast money, so it might take a minute, but I have to do what I have to do to keep everything afloat. Still no progress this year. I'm still struggling to pay everything. My bills are falling behind. Mm-hmm. And the other day, saw a text from her side dude. I'm like, okay, so my plan is just to dip and not say anything. Y'all think I'm an asshole? What should I do? Is there a better, more gentleman-like, or just say, hey, fuck me, huh? But yeah, love y'all. Stay blessed. Thank you.
Demaris.
He sound like he said that in the mirror. Yeah, fuck me, huh? He practiced how he gonna say it. He practiced how he was gonna get it off to fuck me, huh? After all I did for you.
Probably hit his chest.
I was on that side too. I felt for him.
Oh man, damn.
I'll let y'all cook first.
Cut that bitch off for sure.
I agree.
But how should he do it though? Like, should he ghost?
I would just ghost her. Okay. She don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
15 bands.
That's a lot. I think he said 16.
16 bands. And
paying the bill.
1,000 more.
Right.
Well, that's a lot, bitch.
But I'm just saying, like, it's still a lot of money. 15, 16. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And then you find out she's dealing with another dude.
Right.
I wouldn't have nothing to say to her. That's a lot of money to spend on somebody, especially if you live in New York.
Right.
And then,
because y'all
paying
be
for that
high
shit.
as hell.
That's a fact.
And
then she want to move away. I also want to know where the side dude is.
Right. And what he doing?
Is he in the Bay?
Oh yeah, you know
he
that.
He probably is in the Bay
100%.
though.
She probably ain't even got no damn job. She probably just moved over there with him.
Exactly.
I would just cut her
off. The young girls who are out here getting it, that y'all gonna be mad at me for saying this. I hate when y'all make me agree with men. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the economy is tough right now. Men, because you don't want to end up in this situation. You have to be very careful when you like invest in a woman. You got to understand, like, you got to pay attention. If she lost her job, you going to see if she got that hustle about herself and if she's trying to make shit happen.
Right.
Do you really think it was smart to put $16,000 in a woman and she ain't really showing you nothing?
Yeah.
Right.
Versus a woman like, oh, I know she going to get it. Let me invest in her because I know she going to. Y'all have to be smart. Stop being pussy whipped. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
I completely agree.
Yeah. I mean, I hate when y'all make, but $16,000 is a lot of money.
Go to camera 3. No, say it right into their face.
It's a lot of money.
But I will say this to my queen, coochie too good.
See, this what I'm saying.
But I will say this.
That's what I'm saying. See look how fast y'all out there.
Guess what?
All right.
All that logic. I see you, sis.
Coochie too good. I know a queen.
But most of the time, let me tell you what's happening though. Most of the time, it's not a man that's doing that. Most of the time, it's a woman doing that, and the niggas be broke.
Yeah.
It is. Most of the time, it's women who are taking care, and these niggas ain't got shit.
Yeah.
So now you understanding what a lot of women go through. We be taking care of the household. Mm-hmm. Why you think Section 8 is like, oh, you can't have a man in the house? You know what I'm saying? If you really want to talk about it.
Not gonna be there no
Hello,
way.
but I'm just saying, don't get me started on the statistics, bitch.
Right.
So you're really getting a
so
taste
you
of
agree
your
with Mo's politics then?
Coming out.
Big 4, 5, 4, 7.
Political.
4, 5, 4, 7.
Hey, man.
All right, can I?
Go ahead.
This is a safe space.
So what you think,
Safe
Rory?
space. Safe space.
Yes.
Okay.
Have y'all ever gotten money from a man and started to feel a little guilty, like, damn, I am really taking advantage of him?
No.
Because the way that that's why I love Dre.
That's why I love Dre. That's why I love Dre.
Yeah.
Because he clearly sounds like he was taken advantage of.
Yes.
Have you sat there and been like, damn, this guy's actually kind of nice, and I'm doing someone that shouldn't be done dirty?
Yes, because I feel like I exude, like I have like this energy. that
I know the energy is all I'm
He
saying.
said,
I know the energy.
he was finna start rubbing that meat.
No.
please. Low key, his head been right here the whole episode.
He spread his legs.
God damn,
Rory, he been sitting like this the whole episode.
That is a lie. Go,
that?
Peach, run the tape. I have not been doing
He
that.
said,
I have not been doing that. But okay. All right. Go ahead.
okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I think that I exude this energy. Like I have this natural aura that men kind of feel like they have to come at me like that. So I've had guys do things off the rip, like money, buy watches, cars, whatever. Off the rip, and I'm not even really into you like that. And then after the fact, when you buy it, I'm like, damn, but I don't really know if I like you like that. But you bought it, so thank you.
But I also think it's
And I'm
a
not mad
difference
at that,
between
but-
I'm not
asking
mad at that.
and then
So, you know, in
offering.
America,
And I
I'm going
will-
to give y'all the statistics now. In America, a sucker is born every 7 seconds. That's just what it
And I don't blame that. Yo, all right, imagine if roles were reversed. Imagine if there was just some girl on Instagram that DM'd you and was like, yo, I'm trying to give you 5 racks. Come on, bitch. Give it to me.
Oh, yeah.
What, like, are you crazy?
See, well, that's where the
That's
cultural
why I
difference
look at
come
women
in.
crazy. Like,
If I get a
somebody
DM
wanna
like
give
that,
me money, the fuck? Of course I'll take the money.
If I get a DM like that, I know a nigga trying to line me up. Somebody trying to kill me.
because,
that's what I
because
was-
of reality. I'm
Yeah.
saying if it was reversed, as
Yeah.
in shit was
Yeah.
switched, where men just be doing that because they trying to get at somebody. I'm never gonna be. You want to buy me a car? All right, bet.
But that's what I was gonna say. That's more so
Sucker.
why I feel. That's more so for me why I feel guilty, because it's never a thing where I'm like asking people for stuff.
Right.
Yeah, of
They
course.
just want to do it,
Mhm.
and so then I'm like, well, damn, if you offering me this, should I decline?
No.
Even though I know I'm not interested, but I didn't ask.
Right.
So it's like if this is what you want to do,
Mhm.
let me accept it. But then I feel bad a little later because it's like, I don't really like you like that. Versus I think somebody who's asking, like if you're asking a dude for $5,000, you asking him to buy you a rollie, you asking him to buy you something, and you know you have no intent on really fucking with him like that. I feel like that's very manipulative and you're being a user, and you gonna get your karma for that because you know you don't like this nigga like that. You trying to use him for his money. It's just like when scammers be stealing old
And-
people pension.
And red pill podcast
401k.
world is gonna kill me for this. I don't think it's women's fault. I think it's men's fault.
Yeah.
If I lead with money or purchasing things, I'm supposed to expect that you're gonna like me more if I keep purchasing things.
And
That girl's supposed to say, "All right, you want to give me more money? Bet."
exactly.
But a
Like
real
that-
bitch
why
not
would I
gonna
expect
like
you to
you
like
more,
me?
though.
But let me ask you a
Boss,
question.
you just took a L, to be honest. Like a girl,
Yeah,
a girl that knows
she gonna like you if you spend more? No.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna lie, it actually turns me off when I feel like you're trying to buy me.
Yeah.
Like if I feel like every time you're like, oh, I can get you this, I can get you that. I had a situation like that. He just kept trying to. At first, it was like, okay, you're cool, we're friends. And I kept saying like, we're cool, we're friends. But he kept buying me things, thinking that I'm all of a sudden gonna wake up one day like, oh, you bought me a Chanel bag. I love you down. And it's like, that's not how it works. But I'm gonna take it if you giving it.
As you should.
But eventually, I did get to the point to where I was like, okay, this is enough.
Oh, yeah.
Because it starts to feel like,
Let me ask you a
And
We're,
I
question.
don't
we're
give
never gonna get there,
sympathy.
and you just keep buying shit.
Y'all aren't poor though.
Exactly.
Bitches be poor.
Now, when I was poor,
yeah,
I was accepting them all.
as you should.
Everything was getting
but
accepted.
even when I was
First-
poor, I've always been like
With the
a
money I
no
have now, if
sympathy.
somebody offered me $5,000 or a bag, I'd be like, if that's what you
But
want
yeah,
to do.
because that's not
But you ain't
something
got
that
extra
happens
dream money,
often. That's not something that happens often to men. So of course
No, it
you'll
never
be
happens.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. If it was roles reversed,
So as a
if I had
woman,
money,
I'm not gonna lie. If a man was like, "Oh, can I send you 5 bands and we go on a date?" I'm be like, "No."
But even
I don't
when I
know you,
didn't
I don't
have
like
That'd be
money,
so weird.
I was never a sympathy pussy girl. That's where I feel like that's why I feel bad. Because I'm the type of bitch, just because you buy me some shit, I'm not giving you no pussy. You can buy me whatever you want. I don't feel obligated to give you no coochie.
Facts.
That's why I be feeling even worse because, damn, you just spent $10,000, $15,000, $50,000. I'm still not gonna fuck you.
Let me
If
ask you a
I don't
question.
like you. I fuck
could
with
never
niggas that I
imagine.
like.
Mm.
That's it. That's the only criteria for me to give you some.
Let me ask you
I
something.
need to like you.
Do y'all think it's cheating if, say, you have an ex-boyfriend and
Mhm.
he's like, he sends you money all the time, but you're in a new relationship with a new boyfriend? You feel like if you keep accepting that money, that's cheating?
I don't feel. Well, this Lex taught me this. because I didn't used to feel this way. But Lex was like, anything that you do that you can't tell your partner about is cheating. So yeah, I do. I think that's cheating. Like if you accepting money from your ex and you not being honest with your current partner about it, you're cheating. Because if you not doing nothing wrong, why you can't tell him?
Right.
I had the same conversation with her friend.
Yeah.
And we never even
Oh,
talked
don't
about
do
that.
that.
She was in a relationship. I was like, yo, you're cheating right now.
Yeah.
Just by having conversations with you.
But y'all wasn't
somebody
in
is
a
paying your
relationship.
rent.
Oh,
No,
okay.
she was in a relationship with somebody else.
Y'all wasn't.
No,
No, I
he
know.
was saying as a friend.
Oh,
She
I was like, yo,
dating
you're
somebody
cheating
else.
on your marriage. Like, you have somebody with crazy notoriety paying for your rent and you in a relationship. No, you're cheating right
That's cheating.
That is
yeah.
very
now. This is
cheating.
crazy. And she was
Yeah.
like, well, if he can't pay my rent, I'm like, bitch, pay your own rent then.
Hold on now. You taking shit too far.
Now
You done took it.
Hey,
I was
I'm
with
sorry,
you.
I'm a good friend.
I was
I'm
with
sorry,
you,
I'm a
Jamie.
good
I
friend.
was
Hey,
with you.
I'm sorry,
I
I'm a
don't
good
know
friend.
if the audience heard that collective harmonizing that these three black women just did with Mike's. But when Rory said,
No.
pay your own fucking rent, it was like Mariah, Whitney, and motherfucking CeCe Winans all hit the same notes. Like, y'all was like, wait, hold on, nigga. You
Don't
going
play
too
with
far.
Demaris. She Beyonce.
Yo, that is
Shout out to
funny.
CeCe though.
But I do think like in your 20s, whatever, you're young, having fun. But I feel like once you
This
get to-
wasn't but 2-3 years ago.
well, no. I'm talking about the voicemail.
Okay, all right.
Once you start getting in the territory of helping people move, then we're building something. This is too far.
Oh, yeah.
You're taking shit too. $16,000 is a lot of money.
it is.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that somewhere we have to draw the line. But again, a lot of it is the man's fault. You already knew what type of girl she was. You ain't know. You was trying to buy her.
Yeah,
That's what it sounds like.
And
Because
you
you
thought
doing
you was gonna
all this
change,
shit and
yeah.
you were still unsure.
yeah.
You were trying to buy somebody and you got.
Yeah.
And that's
And she trying to leave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
A
like-
real woman be like, let me find a job in New York if you spending all this money and y'all, or she would have been like, well, let's move. Can you move to the Bay with me? Can we figure out how we gonna be together? Well, let me not say a real woman.
Yeah.
A woman that was into you. I'll
Okay.
say that.
Well, let me
We can
like,
say
And
real
as I get older too, I feel like when I was younger, I was more okay with accepting things from people, knowing that I wasn't trying to be in nothing serious. But now at 34, bitch, you taking cemetery chances.
Oh, hello.
Mhm.
Because you gonna meet the wrong dude and he not gonna be playing
He
about
not
that
gonna
shit.
take
Like,
that. He not
I
gonna
spent
take
all
advantage.
this money on you and you not trying to fuck with me like that. Like,
Right.
you just have to know what type of predicaments and situations that you putting yourself in if you not trying to take somebody serious. Like, sometimes people be spending not to say they last, but they be spending it on you because they feel like it's going to be something.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I mean, God willing, life is long. But
Yeah.
life is also short. Like,
Yeah.
let's be real.
Yeah.
You spend your 30s, 30 to 34 is way more significant than I think people really
Mhm.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have to take shit seriously now.
Yeah. We're adults
this ain't-
for real.
I ain't about to just start new relationships when I'm 40, 50, all that shit. Like this is
Right.
a thing now
Mm.
of where you're gonna spend.
It sounded like a nice guy got used.
It did.
Yeah.
But
That's what
okay,
it is.
devil's advocate.
Okay.
How you know that's her side nigga?
What you mean?
Oh.
How
Oh,
do
you saying
know?
he's the side?
No, he said that her side nigga text her. How you know that? Like,
Right.
what's the proof of
He
that?
probably-
that could be
he probably-
somebody that she trying to get rid of, and she can't exactly
Mm.
get
No, but he
serious with
read-
you
he
because
read
she
the text.
hasn't gotten rid of him yet.
I'm guessing he read the text
That you
messages,
guessing though.
but he said he saw the
She
text.
got a good point though. How
But
you
he said he
know-
saw the text, right?
But this is the thing. This is why I say stay out of people's phones. I need to take my own advice because
Facts.
I'm damn near in a
Oh, I
2T.
don't look
You need to stay
I
out
don't
of
look
people's
at phones
phones
either.
because you don't always know the context of that text message that you saw.
Mm.
What you might take
Demaris,
as
if I look through my girl's phone and I see I missed you last night was great.
Just know I put that
See how that
pussy
alarm?
on
You
him.
see how the
No,
alarm
I
went
ain't
off?
Put that pussy
they
on
could
him.
have took
I
some
did.
shots. The Knicks
I did.
won. You never
Yeah.
fucking know.
I'm gonna take some shots.
Yo,
I'm gonna
yo,
take some
can't
shots.
wait till the
Right.
U-Haul lands in San Francisco.
Yeah, like hell, he saw the text
He
messages.
don't know because I've tried to break it off with somebody before I got into something with somebody else, and if that person would have looked and said, "Oh, you still fucking with this person?" No, but I'm slowly like rocking them to sleep to get out of this. I'm not just gonna cut them off immediately.
I get that. I
Let
had
me
a rock
rock-
a
I've done
nigga
the rock
to
to
sleep
sleep shit
before.
before, yeah.
And he was not trying to. He was fighting that sleep, bitch. I'm up, bitch. I feel you on that. But I will say, as far as on the other end, I think a lot of times the signs be there. You feeling got now.
Mhm.
So you knew that girl really wasn't into
Yeah,
it.
he
so,
feeling it.
Yeah, he- like you said, a sucker is born every
And now
is
he
born every
like,
7
damn, I
seconds.
lost 16 bands to this bitch.
Yeah. Your
She
bad,
has to
homie.
work it
A
off.
lot
You
of
got to work
fucking
off
money.
16 bands.
So you
bitch.
got to take
Yeah,
your L
fact.
and ghost her and just move on.
Yeah.
By the
Take
way,
your-
Demaris is so pretty. Oh my
She-
God.
you're so pretty.
The lighting is light.
Don't do
The
that, y'all. I'm
light is
gay.
lighting.
All day. Every guest has just been trying to fucking compliment Demaris.
Yeah.
Period.
Then what?
Y'all pretty too.
Skin is glistening.
Don't
I was
ever-
looking at. I was like, wow.
Y'all really do
Wow,
have good
your
skin.
is immaculate.
Thank you.
What's the skincare?
Chocolate King.
Ball, your skin is immaculate. Rory is.
Immaculate. I
Don't
mean,
do
what?
that too much. Do not call him a chocolate king. He finna.
But Rory, no, but Rory too. Rory
Why I
has
get
beautiful,
this so much on this podcast?
Rory has beautiful milky skin.
Yeah.
A nigga ain't never called milky skin beautiful.
That Irish
Little milk of magnesia.
milk of magnesia. That milky
Okay.
king.
I'm self-deprecating, but after my 35th birthday, I looked at when I was 28,
Yeah.
same photo, same day, and I said, I think I'm aging okay for a white
You
person.
are.
You are
35,
aging well.
I'm doing all right.
100%.
It's these lights that fuck me
you know,
up.
it's always the
Get
light.
banana at all, friend.
Yeah.
A little tox will do you right though.
Nah.
See, look, mine don't.
I'm not
It
doing
don't
that.
Ours
move.
don't move
That
Mm.
Botox will get you right now.
But I like my
you
laugh
like
lines.
because it
Okay.
shows the expression.
I
Yeah,
can't.
I like my laugh
I'm
lines.
always like this.
I like for people to.
Nigga, I'm pissed off. Bitch, fuck you.
I like for people to wonder what I'm thinking. You don't know. 'Cause
You showed
you're
up.
not getting nothing.
So I just look like this all the time.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Face tight. Don't know shit.
So in news,
I love to look
Kendrick
surprised.
just replied.
what is they
I be like,
thinking?
oh my gosh, girl, she died. She is dead.
I be like, damn.
She died, girl.
And it's giving nothing.
Right.
But damn, bitch, for
I
real.
did the shit under my eye, which I talked about in the pod.
Botox?
No, not Botox.
The under eye
PRF.
filler.
No, not eye filler. When they take blood from
Oh, plasma.
The PRP.
Yeah.
yeah to put it under my eyes. 'Cause
Okay.
I've always had like dark shit under my eyes.
Yeah.
Which is still kind of there, but
No,
Do you
it's
like it?
not. It worked.
yeah, I think it worked.
Yeah, it definitely works.
It looked
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely didn't get eye filler shit. I just put my own blood into my own eye.
Yeah.
Plasma.
If that,
I think men need to stop being afraid of like getting
No.
treatment.
I'm on camera for a living. Like,
Exactly. Go get you a
He
facial.
said, I need to look good.
Yes.
I still look trash, but I'm saying
No,
like
you don't.
amazing.
You look good. Hairline
Like,
still there.
I paid all that and was like,
I mean,
didn't really help.
No, but I'm telling you, if you go get a facial every 6 weeks, it'll change your life. Every 6 weeks, go get a facial.
No, I've been on skincare forever.
Yeah, look at
And
you.
to
I
me,
just
you
have
look
white
the
skin.
Same. If
Yeah.
I like the whole time I've known you, you look the same. You haven't,
haven't
aged.
aged.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't aged. You're not a banana peel after all.
Thanks,
Aw.
man.
Right.
No worry now.
It's time for smoke. Yo, why you said that about Maul?
Okay, we're gonna get into it. Okay.
Dang,
Mom,
kicking it off
first of all-
early.
And you thought you smoked it.
I did not.
Nah.
No.
And you
First
felt
of all,
good when
I
you said it.
said what I said.
Yeah.
And I remind me what
Yeah,
I said.
stand
though,
on
'cause I
that.
said it
I
again.
don't remember. You been
I
talking
did because
so much
it was something about the Trump stuff.
Yeah.
Right, big 4, 5, 4, 7.
Yes, it was something about the Trump stuff.
People abusing their platforms with that.
Yes,
But you
because-
say, yo, I take the check too. But it's because I agree with it.
I was joking.
Nah, you had a serious fucking tone.
I was joking. Y'all know me on play a little bit. But I mean, I stand by what I said. It ain't no beef.
But you don't remember what you said.
Yeah.
I do remember what I said.
What
How
did
you stand on
say?
something you
I
don't
was
remember?
on a podcast and they were asking me about
It was
like-
your podcast.
No, it wasn't. I
It
was
wasn't
on
ours.
Big
No, it
Homie's
wasn't-
house.
yeah, it wasn't hers. It
See, you
wasn't.
don't even remember.
Yeah,
Of course I don't.
Because I said what I said. But he was asking me about like, how people
Oh, I remember. I was there. Dude.
with the politics and things going on. And I said, I think it's very dangerous for us, especially as people of color. You don't understand this.
She said Amber
Yeah.
Rose too, though.
Yeah, I was
She
calling
said a few
out everybody.
people.
I said it's very dangerous as a person of color this election was very serious.
By the way, Drake, calling out everyone and it just be Maul and Amber Rose is not
No,
calling
no, no.
That's not calling
No,
out.
no, no.
That's not calling out
The
everyone.
point that I was making is she said more than just malls.
Yes.
She said more than
I
one.
But to be
I
fair,
actually said more.
I never told nobody to vote for him though. I never said go vote for him.
But you don't have to, though. The thing is, though, niggas literally put money bags under pictures now just because you did it.
Mhm.
And I was just saying we have to be careful what we say, because even though you didn't say go vote for Trump, if you say, oh, I like Trump, people gonna be like, man, Big Bro Maul said, so I'm finna, you know what I'm finna do,
They
bro.
gonna go check that ballot just because they think you did.
I'm saying, though.
I don't.
Okay.
I
You
think
know?
people
That's
should
fair.
use their platforms responsibly, but I don't think anyone respectfully went like, oh, if Maul is like, yo, I think Trump is funny, because Maul never really said. If you go through everything,
Yeah.
Maul never said like, yo, go vote for Trump.
I didn't vote for him.
Exactly. So if you just say, yo, I think he's hilarious and
Did
this and
you
that,
vote?
and he gets misquoted, I don't think anyone sat
I'll
there and
take
was
that
like, yo,
back.
I'm gonna vote for him.
No, I didn't vote.
Well, like
Well,
I
he's
said,
a felon, so he can't.
Well,
that makes
I'm
we
sorry,
didn't know that.
I'm not a felon. Why y'all listening to this? I'm not a. Why
He
y'all
can't
listening to
vote.
him? I'm not. I can absolutely vote.
Okay.
I
My
voted for
heart
Barack.
goes out
That's
to
it.
the feelings.
Okay,
I voted for
okay.
Barack.
I think they should be able to
Obama's the only
vote.
president I
Yeah,
vote.
they should. They let everybody else.
Yeah,
vote.
but it wasn't no beef. But I ain't got a money bag under my picture since. Ooh, I said, God damn.
That's not
still
true.
be leaving
them under
That's
mine.
not true.
Where my money bags at?
I believe your birthday was after that. No.
Probably. I don't know. I can't remember.
And for your birthday, I definitely was under your post. So
He
don't-
said, but it's the last
That was the
one.
last money bags I got. That was in
y'all know,
August.
your
y'all know I'm
birthday,
not
bitch.
like that at all. Y'all know I'm not that guy at all. I'm not that guy. I
No,
wouldn't.
but I will say I came to New York a few months after that, and I seen Rory. We were at the 40/40 Club
40/40
thing.
shit, yeah.
Rory, the first thing he said, I don't know if I can talk to you. I said, oh, no, he beefed up with me.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
was
Just so you know, I ride for you no matter what.
Yeah.
I said, I don't even know if I can rock with you.
Rory. He said, oh, I don't know if I can talk to you or not.
Yeah, see,
I heard
I be in
about
the
that
field
too.
for you.
I said, hold on, Dre, these niggas got beef. They want to beef up.
Nah, never that.
Shit.
In these
Never that.
podcast streets, y'all won't be.
Never that. Never that.
That's
Y'all
what we
know
was like,
how
because I think we had came to New York last year and we did a few podcasts. We was trying to record with y'all and y'all schedule was booked. I said, oh, they mad at us. They ain't trying to fuck with
No.
us.
If
No,
the
it
schedule
actually
was
was.
booked, the
You
schedule
asked
was
Chad.
booked.
It was. But
Mhm.
I wanted to make clear that maybe it wasn't. I wanted y'all to think that we didn't want to talk to you.
Oh,
That's what we know.
I would never carry it like that.
But he always still leave the money bags under mine. So I was like, well, I mean, I guess we still
it was just
cool,
me, per
kinda.
usual.
Never. Why y'all trying to pay me as that guy?
Josh,
I'm not that guy.
Can we
Fine.
bring up Drea and Lex IG
Oh,
and
my
just
God.
go
It
through
ain't the same
who has,
no more,
Can we
though.
add up the money bag emojis?
Yes.
it's giving big business.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, you just gonna see clips of
Yeah.
like we don't have a there go one right there.
That's
We
a
talking
clip.
about you just gonna see clips.
Clip that.
God damn, the first one? Holy shit.
Let's go.
And I got extra on that one.
Okay, so let's talk about it though.
Wait, hold on. Can we count those?
Because it's a slide.
My eyes is bad.
It's a slide. It's for like both pictures. You gotta go to the next picture on the post. See?
So we got to divide the money bags by the picture.
It's she's giving
It's a
us
ratio.
the
It's a
more
fraction.
That's a fire.
the more
picture.
content she's giving us, we gotta thank her for that. That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Mall
the equation
mad.
of pi. It's
And
316.
then look at
yeah.
the caption. It don't get no better than this. I agreed with it. That was my way of
I wasn't
agreeing.
wrong.
See what I'm saying? That's all.
Damn,
Wow.
that's 61.
Wow.
Yo, the fact that you just
Okay.
counted that is
Yo,
crazy.
that's fair.
I ain't
61
mad
is
at it.
insane.
Let's see how many I got.
Ooh.
My turn.
Lex got someone. Lex, why?
I don't got no money bag.
While we
not
find Lex's, Dre, I have to ask you, because
Yeah.
we've always asked Maul this, but never a woman that had it under their page. How do you feel about the money bags? Like, what does that do?
See?
Like, yeah,
It's
we've
like
never
winning
been
a
able to ask a
Grammy.
woman that.
It's like winning a Grammy, an Instagram Grammy.
See?
Instagram.
I feel like if Maul is not under your photos
Lex, I ain't never
with
seen
the
that.
money
Oh, there you
bags.
go.
Oh.
See? See what I'm saying?
Let's call Lexi.
See?
That looks like 60.
See what I'm saying, Lex? You trying to don't do me like that. See, this how y'all be trying to paint me. Don't do me like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is my birthday.
It was
That
your
is
birthday.
my birthday.
Yeah.
That is my birthday.
But I feel like if Maul is not under your photos with the money bags, are you really that girl?
I
Okay.
swear, I tweeted that a few
He's
years
an
ago.
Instagram staple.
I said, I know I'm bad now because I finally started getting my money
A
back.
pioneer.
Yes.
Ooh.
Damn.
Okay.
You
gotta
took a
get the money
couple
back.
off.
But I know
Took a couple off.
Yeah, that was.
57.
You know what I'm saying? Lex try
Four
to
shy.
Lex try to say I won't be putting money bags on her. Don't pay me like that.
Okay.
Do
Okay,
you
but-
literally count them though?
No.
Oh.
He just like,
That would be insane.
Yeah, that no. I'm not
You
that
like, she
dedicated.
That's like a different type of autism.
Yeah. No. When I'm stimming, that's when I do it.
Okay,
Stimming.
so to the money bag ratio,
Yeah.
since you're very political, obviously, since what you said about Maul, it's very tapped in, like very
A
into
woke
what's going on
queen.
in the world. Does it dilute because he's under every single person's photo?
I'm not under every
like,
single person.
is it
Lex
ruining the
thought I
dollar?
was-
no,
But
Lex
the
thought I
same, the
wasn't
same
under her
way. Is it
photo.
the
She
same
thought I was
value?
under her
But if
photo.
he's under everybody's shit, is it really the Grammy?
No.
But he not though. That's the
Exactly.
thing.
Come on, Dre. hold me up.
He's on
He
everyone's shit.
is under a lot of people's shit.
but let me tell you what I
questionable sometimes too. By the way.
Which one? Name them.
No, you
No, I ain't gonna do that.
No, the reason I say it doesn't dilute, because I don't know who but every time I do see him, it's a baddie. So it's like
Fair.
we're in good company.
Yeah.
Some dudes I see, they be under girls' pictures with the hard eyes. I'm like, you just liking anything.
Mhm.
But I will say he's pretty consistent. I've never seen anybody like under an 8 with money bags. I will say that.
Thank
So that's why it's kind of like, not everybody just,
That's your tweet.
damn, y'all got an intense research department.
You know you reached official baddie status when Maul dropped the money bags under your pic.
Facts. I
Let's
mean,
be.
that's
This was
a fact.
April
I
3rd,
said that.
2022. And then right after that,
Okay.
she chose Kamala and it was over.
That was a few years later.
You know,
A few years
I have to
later.
stand with my black queen, Rory. Sisterhood.
I love y'all, but how did y'all feel about seeing Meg Thee Stallion up there though?
Well, this is what I think.
Okay, tell me what you think, Drea.
I think that considering the fact
Like looking back.
that she put her bid in very late in the game, I think they were just really trying to get the vote.
The young
So I don't
votes
think they had the
especially.
best campaign, to be
Okay.
honest. And I think that they thought that, like, okay, let us get all of these celebrities to co-sign. And
But
that's
even if she would have had her name in the ballot early,
right.
do you think it was a good idea to have Meg Thee Stallion up there doing body, yada, 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 yada?
The baddies support Kamala.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was a
She dated Montel Jordan.
Looking back,
She did.
like looking back is definitely
baddie.
cringy.
She is
She's a baddie.
Baddie.
Looking back, Megan Thee Stallion had nothing to do with Kamala losing. So
No,
it wasn't-
that's not what I'm saying.
No, that's
Imagine
my.
that.
But I'm answering.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think it hurt her campaign at all. Everybody's gonna have something to say, because if she would have had Beyonce on stage, they'd have been like,
She did.
Oh my. Well, no, I'm saying performing.
Oh.
Everybody
She
would have been
wouldn't do
like, "This is not a celebrity thing.
Yeah.
This is so serious." I mean, I feel like she was trying to touch the younger audience.
I think so.
And who would be better right now than Megan, especially young black voters? They're gonna, again, like I said, they look at her. Oh, Megan's voting for Kamala, big sis,
Taylor
just like they
Swift.
big bro. Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but I just think
something.
I think
performing
that's the
body
problem.
is just like
Okay, so why do y'all think that was an issue?
I'm gonna tell you why Body
Oh,
was
not
good.
with what she did. I think it's a problem
because
for America.
that was kind of what her campaign
Yeah.
was about. It really was. 'Cause
About what?
about we're trying to get our rights back to our bodies with the
Oh.
abortion laws and stuff. So I really think
Respect
that's the
and
angle that
understand,
they
yeah.
were really trying to go
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
I really do. So did it work? Look at
No.
No worrying mouth.
All right. So do we want to start with this or do we want to get to homie court?
nah. Let's start with this.
Okay. Well, all right,
This is
we'll
gonna- this
go
This
in
gonna
order.
parlay us into homie court though. This gonna parlay us.
I'll
Facts.
read this. Do you want backstory?
Oh, yeah, give some backstory.
Okay, so I woke up first thing in the morning and
I'm not going to say anything like I did in that clip.
Okay. I woke up and there is a clip page that clips, they wake up. The moment we drop, they clip anything that they think can be inflammatory. So they made a clip of
Inflammatory.
they made a clip of me standing up for women, and a little bit of the Cardi conversation was in it, and then it got cut out.
I love how you just worded that. They
What?
clipped me standing up for women.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
did.
yeah.
That wasn't the headline.
They clipped me being an advocate.
An advocate.
And a little bit of when Rory said, is Cardi gonna take accountability? They clipped and then left the rest of the context out. They didn't hear Maul really shitting on Cardi. They didn't hear any of that, right?
Oh, we're getting to homie court early.
So
I did not shit on
So-
Cardi.
Get there.
So that clip kind of went viral. Cardi's fans got a hold of it, and Cardi obviously saw it, and she felt some type of way because all she saw was Rory saying, "Is Cardi gonna take accountability?" Right? So she then drops in her broadcast on IG, basically a paragraph saying, "No sympathy shit, because I live and learn. I've been through worse in life, but I went through so much shit and deceit, and I don't tell my story and put these nasty bitches on blast because I seen God handle every woman and the men that put tears in my eyes and pain in my heart in the worst way. When a white man like Rory talking about I need to be held accountable for shit he don't know one thing about, it really makes me see red. This is not a competition. This is me taking baby steps to finally feeling happy. Seeing my sky blue with birds and trees again. Damn, the dick good. Seeing my sky blue with birds and trees again instead of rainy days. I feel lightweight, motivated, in love with life, in love with love, in love with my career, and most importantly, in love with my 3 kids, no matter what. Shut the fuck up, you white bitch, before I light a match up your ass."
Facts.
That's so poetic.
All right. So I feel like my ass needs to be in the rafters at this point because Nicki put a broomstick up there and now Cardi B is putting a match.
Well, Cardi's
dog,
gonna
come
light
on.
the end of the broom that's hanging out your ass. Cardi's gonna light that.
All right. Let's find the positives here. Can we be happy that I'll take the credit? You know what? Fuck it. I'm tired of being humble. I will take the credit in finding the one thing Cardi B and Nicki Minaj can agree on, and it's that I'm a white bitch that deserves something in his ass.
Okay.
I ended the Nicki and Cardi beef based off their mutual hate for me in agreement that I should not be speaking about anything cultural.
Right.
So, yeah, I take pride in that.
Okay.
I think that's like something that I contributed to the culture. I brought Cardi and Nicki together. If you guys can never agree on anything else,
They both hate
over here, at least we can find this place.
Yeah, I never seen.
We come together here. We know
Yes.
that we dislike this
We
gentleman.
share the same. Yes.
And you deserve to be sodomized. Yeah, I haven't seen
Deserve to be
Barbs.
sodomized is hilarious.
I haven't seen Barbs and Barty Gang agree on anything ever in life, and you had
It
both
takes a
fan
special
bases
type of complexion to do that.
on your ass. I was like, I mean, in your ass. Apparently, it was absolutely insane.
Well, what's funny is I'm still trying to get like some free data in my phone from the Swifties.
Mhm.
What I also found funny is that the Swifties and what's Cardi's Barty
Barty
Gang?
Gang.
Barty Gang and the Swifties also agree with something, that I'm a white bitch.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, the Swifties are more racist than Barty Gang. I got called more racial things by the Swifties than anyone in Barty Gang.
Because they want to call you a, but they can't.
Yeah, exactly. So they call you white bitch instead.
And you know it's a white person behind the account.
100%.
Exactly.
Self-hate. Love it.
It's definitely self-hate.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I got them up off your ass. I stood up for you.
Yes, Cardi did apologize. She said, "Oh, sorry, Rory." But I understand. We all see clips and take things out of context.
Mhm.
And then she saw the real clip and, smoke went to mall. But I'm here to disappoint like all of the internet streets with like maturity. I know this was like a green light. I even saw the comments for the first time ever. People were on my side. Like, damn, I was fucked up. He didn't even say anything. Finally, this could be my moment to be like all the other media personalities and scream at the top of my fucking lungs. And
That's
I'd be
what you-
right.
Right.
Ah,
Yeah,
women.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
fucking women.
Yeah.
Like I could be that guy. I could threaten her,
Mhm.
all that. But I did not go that route. Cardi B and I spoke
Okay.
for the whole afternoon. I won't reveal the entire conversation. This was a private conversation. But we had a great talk.
Good.
And I think that can also happen in media.
Yeah.
We don't all need to just scream at the camera because we get one little green light
Right.
from one miscommunication.
Yes.
Now it's like, well, you can't dictate how someone replies.
Right.
I can, yeah. I can reach out, and I don't think it compromises anything. If Cardi B puts out a bad song that I don't like, I'll say I don't like it. If she puts out a great song,
It's never happened though.
I agree. But I'm saying nothing was compromised because we had a great conversation and spoke.
Yeah. I felt that was.
If there's going to be, if she puts out a great song, I'll say it's great. Bad song, I'll say it's bad.
I felt
But I
that was-
also think there's a world where people, especially if we are talking about Cardi B's personal life, has every right to have an opinion about how I speak about that. I'm talking about her life. So having a private convo with her that was calm and super positive
Mhm.
and came to an understanding, that's fine too.
Yeah.
We don't need to take these moments to just scream at the top of our lungs for clicks for one day. And then it's going to move on to the next person that's screaming at a woman.
Yeah.
I just don't see anything in it. And I know all the internet comments are going to be like, oh, it's compromised now, trying to be cool, Cardi, like that's so corny. I just think it was a cool human moment. She's going through something. We spoke about it. I talked to her about it.
Mm.
Found understanding. We'll still always be objective, but it doesn't have to be a green light to start screaming at Cardi B now because she said white bitch.
Mhm.
And I also believe in double standards for everyone in that comments. What if Rory said black bitch? I'd say get Rory the fuck out the paint.
Y'all
Like
would
double
see me
standards.
on camera.
I'm
whooping
a
Rory's
big
ass.
advocate of double standards.
Yeah.
Double standards exist.
Absolutely.
No, Cardi B calling me a white bitch is not the equivalent of Rory calling Cardi a black bitch.
Right.
I don't know where the fuck y'all are getting that from.
Yeah. No, it's definitely not. But that,
How would y'all feel
I
if
thought it
Rory
was
said
classy,
that?
though.
They would feel upset as they should.
Yeah, I thought it was classy that she did say she did apologize. I thought that was classy. But I did want to know if you were still a white bitch though.
No. I was actually like hoping like during our conversation on Saturday afternoon that like at the end she was going to double down like, but you still like are a white bitch.
Damn. She didn't double down?
No.
Damn. Fuck.
But shout out to Cardi. We had a great conversation. Maybe one day we can have her on the show.
Maybe one day. I would love to talk to Cardi. Big Bronx shit.
But that would be, she would come to see Demaris. Like, even though we had a good conversation, I'm well aware that my Cardi relationship is, I'm the plus one.
Mhm.
Like, that's her homegirl.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm just Demaris' friend.
Yeah.
I don't even think she said my name.
That's why when everybody was mad. I'm like,
you Demaris homie, right? I'm like, Cardi, I've been on a podcast with you before in like 2015.
Yeah.
that's my dog.
I think Tax and Us was the first time you was ever on a podcast.
Yeah. Shout out to Cardi though, man.
It was a great, mature, one of the more mature combos I've had in my podcasting career, because we've talked about it. Plenty of artists have reached out and like had awkward moments.
Mm-hmm.
Despite that, the energy there was not that. It was very much progressive. Like, oh yeah, saw the wrong clip.
Mm-hmm.
But on my side too, I was like, we was talking about your life. Like, you allowed to feel away. And especially my dumbass white face. I get it.
Now, Demaris jumped in it.
This is the real shit.
This is yeah.
This is where we scream
shout
at
out
women.
To Cardi.
Women!
Much love to Cardi. We love Cardi. Now, here's where Demaris comes in at. and I quote.
You've never said that in your life.
And I'm just saying that, and I quote. I feel bad because Rory was just joking to segue the topic. He wasn't being negative.
Period.
Mal deserves this smoke. He was the one arguing with us. Now, what did I say that was negative or could be deemed negative about Cardi?
Before we get there, because of course we want to give the floor to Demaris to reply. With this thought, I feel bad because Rory was just joking to segue the topic. He wasn't being negative, period. That's all the tweet needed to be. It could have ended right there.
But we're going to give the defendant.
I just want to show that the second sentence, you still get the Cardi B apology. You still get the context.
Right. You still lighten the mood.
Great thought. Right. She still protects a friend and a coworker from Barty Gang. But it seemed a second sentence needed to be said as if the clip was not right below.
Right.
The floor is yours, Senator.
How was the floor mine?
What? Nigga? Fuck you mean what? How you gonna say Mal deserves this smoke?
First of all, I also want to let it be known that I was not the first person to say that. If you go to the responses
but you was the one that said it though.
Everybody, every single person responded and said, wait, Mal is the one going off. Everybody said that.
How did I? All right, so remind me, because y'all know I sit here and we talk about shit and kick it sometimes.
Well, in comparison to Rory, you were the one saying Cardi's gonna look stupid when this man basically cheats on her and embarrasses her. This isn't the nigga she should pop out with, yada yada. That's what you were saying.
That's so talking shit about Cardi?
No, it's not about talking shit, but you talking shit about her business when you don't exactly know what you're talking about, which was what she was saying in that paragraph, but to Rory. That's why I'm like, okay, but Rory isn't the one that said that. Mal is the one that.
Did Rory say that Cardi needs to take accountability?
Yes, but he said that to segue. He just said that to segue, and then he was like nothing.
I said she doesn't. But y'all saying I deserve the smoke. Like I didn't say nothing negative about Cardi. I was just saying like, yo, you know, Stephon Diggs he has a reputation. He's a playboy.
Okay, but you also said that she's going to look stupid. You listen. Even if you truly believe that you're right, even if you are right, a person who you're sitting up there talking about their love life, their personal life, which is very personal, they have every right to respond to the way that you frame them looking stupid with dating who they're dating when you're not in their bedroom, you're not in their phone, you don't know what's going on.
Okay. Now, let me say this. When you pop out and make the statement that they did that they're dating or they're together right now, I have a podcast, I have a platform. It's directly my job to speak about that.
I agree.
You made it a point to step out and make a statement. That was a statement. Going to a Knick playoff game, sitting courtside, two high profile people, that's a statement. We're together. So now I sat and I talked about it. All I was trying to say, now I'm not saying maybe the words shouldn't have been Cardi's gonna look stupid. I want to say that. I love Cardi. I don't want to say she's gonna look stupid, but meaning like, okay, now if it pops up that Stephon is on a date with somebody else next week or caught creeping out of a hotel with another girl next week, you think people are not gonna flood Cardi's mentions and say, yo, like, ain't this your man? Is this the dude you was just dating?
Of course, but I can't be. That's all I'm speaking. I can't be mad at somebody. It is our job to have certain conversations about certain things, even things that we don't exactly care about, right? But people have every right to respond, and I try to be more thoughtful of that.
People can respond. Like it's never personal with me. Y'all know me. I don't know any of these people. Well, some of them I don't know personally. I don't know Cardi personally. I love and support Cardi because she's from my city. She's from my town. So anything that she's doing, I'm supporting. But I don't know anybody personally most of the times when I'm talking about them, so it shouldn't be taken personal. Like I'm not attacking anybody's personal, thing. I'm just saying like, yo, you stepping out with a dude and you making this statement, this big statement, coming off a divorce, and this is the first guy that we see you with, it's like, yo, I don't know, homie, Stefan is outside. He outside. Stephon Diggs is outside. That's not a secret. Like, he's moving around the city. He's shaking and baking. I don't know if this is the guy that maybe she should be seen with fresh off a divorce. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying.
All we were saying is we think that's the exact guy.
Long story short, I ain't apologizing to Mal, man. You said what the fuck you said. It's on tape.
Nah, you ratted.
Nah, it's on
You
tape.
ratted.
Nah.
You ratted.
All's fair and love
Rory
the internet and our favorite rappers.
Nah, Rory
All's
got
fair
caught.
and love the internet and our favorite
Rory
rappers.
got caught.
It was on CCTV though. We got like the footage is right there.
All right, cool. Rory got caught. Demaris told them where I was hiding at.
That's fine.
That's ratting. And you right. Ratting is fine because niggas get celebrated for being rats these days. So you absolutely right. Ratting is fine. You snitch now, you get a podcast, you get a deal from all kind of sponsors, you get everything now when you snitch.
I mean, it's kind of like, it's like the Gunna shit, I feel like what Demaris did. I mean, I understood the rat emoji that you would put up, but like she didn't go full like Sammy the Bull 6ix9ine.
Did she drop my name?
Did
she drop my name on the stand?
It was the
Did she drop my name on the stand?
Yeah.
She said names.
But it was the plea, like, it wasn't going to be used in the case. They had their evidence.
She
like,
said
Gunna was,
Mal
it was a Gunna
deserves-
situation.
She said Mal deserves this smoke.
YSL is a gang. Same thing.
No, it's not.
But it didn't affect the case.
She specifically named Mal. She didn't say Rory's not the one that deserves this smoke. Somebody else might deserve this smoke.
Oh, nigga, we know who somebody else is.
We know who Mal is too, and that's exactly what you said.
It did.
Mal deserves
It
this
did.
smoke. That is Rat 101. She bit the cheese. She took the cheese.
Listen.
She got her Pepsi. She got her chips, and she went in that interrogation room, and she gave him everything.
It was like when 6ix9ine was on the stand. It was like, Cardi B's a blood too.
Yeah.
Like, sir, she has nothing to do
She
with this
has
case.
nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with
What
this
do you
case.
know? We don't need to know
Mal
everyone that's-
had nothing to do with what
It
Cardi was talking about.
No, you was shoddy in the case. What are you talking about? You was the main person.
She pointed out something you said. You said she needs to take accountability. Cardi in her statement said, talking about I need to be accountable. She's talking to something you said.
Okay,
she ain't talking about something Mal said or something you said and she said I said it. No, I didn't say anything that Cardi felt was disrespectful.
Objectively, Mal is actually correct because Cardi did see the wrong clip, not the one that Too Cool to Blog posted. She saw the one of you talking, and then it ended with me saying, does Cardi need to take accountability? I don't even think Mal's in that clip, period. So I don't even know
Mal ain't
if
got
Cardi
nothing to do
goes.
with this. Mal
I don't
only
know if
got
Cardi
into
goes
this.
to look at the other clip until Demaris puts that up because she replied directly to Demaris' tweet. So I don't know. Mal may have a case right now in homie court that may be ratting. Because it was a new clip.
The paperwork. She put my name in her
My name is my
paperwork.
name.
Yeah, Mal deserves this smoke.
See, I don't like this selective homie court.
How was it selective?
Because I ain't bring you to homie court for shit that you did. I let you rock. I let you get away scot-free.
Me?
You.
What did I do?
I ain't bring you to homie court. You came out here and started ratting on yourself and telling and apologizing and putting up statements.
When?
I never took you to homie court for what you deserve to go to homie court for.
What are you talking? All right, so take me to homie court now. What are you talking about?
No, it's cool.
Nah, it ain't cool. No. So you can't bring that up. You can't bring that up. You can't bring that up.
You already brought up a
Now,
statement.
if you gonna bring something up and say I need to be a homie court, say what I need to be a homie court
Everybody
for.
know what you should have went to homie court for, but we already had a conversation
For
about it
laughing
on air.
about
We
for
already
laughing
had
about a post.
You went and doubled back and laughed again, nigga.
All I did was laugh.
Again.
I can't laugh. I laughed. A nigga laughed and I gotta go to homie court for laughing?
No, I didn't bring you to homie court. I let it go. Why you?
No, you saying I deserve to be a homie court though. For laughing?
It was a charge.
No, fuck.
It was a charge.
We can't laugh?
You can laugh about whatever you want.
Okay, so now,
You
okay.
can go outside and
you
punch
said
a
I
nigga.
deserve.
It
All
don't
right,
mean-
but
it
listen,
don't mean
listen.
you might not
Here's
go
the
to jail
difference.
for it.
Here's the difference. You said I deserve to go to homie court because I laughed, right? All I did was laughing emoji. You put my name and said he deserves smoke. Meaning, not only did you put my name in the paperwork, but you was like, get this nigga, him. That's what that was.
Damn.
You like, yo, nah, get him. He the one that deserve it.
Well, we even.
Yeah, like, what was that about?
We even.
Me laughing and you saying Mal deserves the smoke is not the even. That's not even at all. There's no even with that. Sorry.
He bought you an actual hammer?
I asked Josh for the judge mallet and he brought me this.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Maul, there's a lot of strong points right now, but it did trigger something that has not been settled yet with the fake apologies that happened on this podcast months ago. I think we should finally clear the air, same way I did with Lex 10 years later, and have that homie court.
Of what?
Your LOLs.
Okay, so I can't laugh.
You are free to do whatever you want to do.
But you feel
this is gonna be a repeat of the other one.
See, I can't, because obviously you felt the way about laughing emojis, and cool, you're entitled to feel the way about laughing emojis. But we're not gonna say this is the same, though. We're not gonna say this is the same. Maul deserves this smoke, and me just laughing is not the same.
Okay.
No fucking way in hell.
What do you think? What do you think the difference is?
A laughing emoji was all I put. I just laughed.
No, it ain't even about the original laughing emojis. It's about the fact that you went back and doubled back a week later and laughed again.
No, it was a whole different post.
Yeah, I know, but it was a week later, a week after that post was posted.
But it was a funny post again.
Nigga, you wasn't laughing for a week straight.
Yeah, I was laughing. That was funny. That was funny. See what somebody was just pointing out the hypocrisy, and I just laughed at it.
You knew it wasn't hypocrisy.
And he knew it wasn't that's my thing with Maul. That was my only issue with Maul, is Maul knew that it wasn't hypocrisy because Maul was there for the conversation that we had, and he still went back.
It was a funny post. I just laughed.
Maul, let's be real. You didn't even laugh at the second one because you hadn't even seen it.
I only can laugh at what I see.
When we talked about the apology and Peach took it and clipped it up and made it seem like I was arguing, like almost like I was arguing with my boyfriend, and Peach made like a post for me to post about it. I posted it like, oh, this is what happens when you point of view, you already went through his phone, but he lying to you. You laughed at that, and then immediately after you laughed under my page, you went and commented on that.
Commented on what?
On your man's post. You commented on my post, on my little meme that Peach made me, and then immediately after you went and commented on Drake's thing.
I'm only commenting on what I see, though. I can't comment on things I don't see. Like if I'm on my timeline and I'm
Maul,
seeing
you
shit.
thought I was being shady when I posted that reel. That's why you commented.
You was being shady.
I wasn't being shady.
Get the fuck out of here.
I was not.
Objection. Give me the
Peach.
shit.
Peach.
Objection.
Peach.
You was being shady.
Peach is right here.
What you mean?
Peach is right here.
Stop leading the witness.
Peach,
I don't even
out
know
of
that
that
works.
asset, out of that apology, Peach created that asset. I didn't create that asset. Peach sent that to me, and I said, it looked like I'm arguing with my boyfriend. I then posted it and said, this is what happened. Like, he trying to explain himself, but you already went through that phone. You're barely in it.
No, you said something about when you know he lying.
That was underneath. That was the caption underneath. But on the actual post, I literally said, when you arguing with your boyfriend, but you already went through that phone. It had nothing to do with you. I wasn't being funny towards you. But when Peach clipped it up, that
I'm
was
in the post.
But it's only your voice. Your face is not in it.
But I'm in it. My likeness is in it.
You felt the way and felt like I was trying to be funny.
My likeness wasn't in this shit here. 5 minutes I had nothing to do with this.
Immediately 5 minutes after, you went and commented on Drake's post to be funny. You were not laughing in the moment. You went to be funny.
I was laughing. All I did was
admit that you were being funny.
I was laughing. It was funny to me. I laughed. Still, I'm trying to figure out, how does laughing at a laughing emoji equate to being the same with Maul deserves this smoke?
There ain't no loyalty on the left, ain't no loyalty on the right.
I can't laugh or fucking laugh. We talking about laughing.
Listen, all is fair in love in our favorite rappers.
Nah, man.
All is fair in love in our favorite rappers.
This is ratting.
Hey.
I don't care what nobody. Maul deserves this smoke. That is ratting. That is biting the cheese. That is asking for Pepsi and Doritos. That is ratting.
She's a civilian.
When I said that, I didn't think you was going to go to jail. You ain't in jail.
I have not seen any 1090 Jake paperwork.
Maul deserves this smoke.
Whacker said nothing
I had to distract. I had to get my homeboy free. I'm YSL Woody. I had to get my homeboy free.
Oh my God. She just said she's YSL Woody.
I threw the case. I had to get my homeboy free.
What? Yo, that is Rat 101.
That means I'm Young Thug.
Yo, what is that? Yo, that is crazy.
Thanks.
Yo, that is crazy. I got ratted on, and they tried to tell me I did not get ratted on.
I threw the case, pointed suspicion elsewhere. I knew you weren't going to get brought up on charges, as you haven't. So
Cardi was going to hold it down.
Y'all both free. I did what I had to do for the podcast. Now y'all both free, and we might actually
Who is yours? I was never in it.
We might actually get a Cardi interview.
Rory's needs to shut his white bitch ass up. She didn't say anything about Maul. Maul's name isn't nowhere in Cardi's paperwork at all. Only time Maul's name is mentioned in any paperwork is when Demaris submits her statement and says Maul deserves this smoke.
We're all free, and we're getting the first Cardi B interview when she.
I don't know if I'm free. I gotta go to the Bronx tonight. Them brims might catch me outside like in the night. Like, I don't know if I'm free. Why she keep saying I'm free? I gotta go to Fordham tonight. Like I might not be free.
Listen, man. Ace had to set up Rico. You've
No,
seen
he
Paid in Full.
didn't. Like,
It was
what
for the
are we
betterment of
Nah,
Harlem.
that's the Rat Cast. I'm out of here, dog. I'm out of here. Everybody cool with biting the cheese up here,
You
man.
act like we ain't got another job.
Nah, man. Fuck that, man. Y'all tripping, man.
So you don't see any equivalent in those two things?
Me laughing emoji? No.
Is that dry snitching?
Look, the same thing she did after mentioning my name. See that? That's the same thing I put over Shorty's post when she posted her shit about Demaris. That same emoji.
But you knew, see, you could have taken the Demaris route with that girl because you guys are all OVO. That's team. She's team Cardi. So Cardi listened to her and realized she was wrong. You could have talked to your sis. I don't know her name. What's her name? We don't need to get, all right. Talk to your sis in the OVO group chat and be like, hey, you have this wrong. Demaris was taken out of context here. Like you could have taken this route and been like, hey,
He didn't want to do that.
hey, your smoke
Why
is
would he do
your
that?
smoke is for DJ Head. It's not for Demaris.
Regardless if she was right or wrong, I just laughed at just the clip. I was just laughing at it. I didn't feel like she disrespected Demaris in that.
Oh, I don't even like remember the
Yeah,
video.
no, she didn't disrespect.
I'm just stirring shit up for the fuck.
Nah,
of it.
she was just trying to point out hypocrisy, but she didn't call the. Now, if she would have been on there trying to kick Demaris like this whack bitch, and she didn't do none of that. She didn't curse. She didn't call Demaris out her
I
name.
think I was told that I only come out here and say, I say whatever y'all tell me for a check. Whatever y'all tell me to say, I say for a check. That's what I was told.
Did she say that in that clip?
Not in that one. In another one.
Oh, I
sent
see. I
to
don't.
me.
I'm talking about that
Yeah.
clip.
No, she went on for days and days and days.
Oh, I
about
don't
me.
see most of that shit. I don't even see that one that I
That's why
laughed
you
at.
should. But that's why you should stand with your peoples because you don't even really be knowing what's going on.
The clip. I keep going back to. I laughed at that clip. Whatever my emoji is on, I'm laughing at that. That's it. My name is in paperwork. Right there. Maul deserves this smoke. How is that the same? I count.
The government should have redacted your name. I'm sorry.
I asked for the defendant to be thrown in the darkest cell.
No, she has immunity. She snitched. She's with us.
Yeah, fuck you talking about.
Shit.
Good luck.
What would your witness protection name be?
I don't know. Something like Ashley or Brenda. Ooh, Victoria.
Oh, it's funny she brought up Ashley because that's why she should be in Homie Corp. We'll save that for Patreon.
Nah, talk about it.
Get your shit off.
Yeah, you think
here.
because you defended me here that you got free range to do whatever? Nah.
Yeah. Take the gavel. Take the gavel.
Damn, whole cast mad at me.
Yo, this is the Rat Cast. We'll be back. We're going to pay some bills, get a word from our sponsors. We'll talk to y'all in a second. The Rat Cast is crazy, man. Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, to make sure this is real, I will reach out to WAC 100 and 1090 Jake. They'll get the
For
full
what?
proper research of Demaris to make sure.
We just saw the paperwork.
We have to triple check, man.
Nah, no, we don't. That's the problem. Y'all like to triple check paperwork.
Yo,
My name was in the
Photoshop
paperwork.
and shit. Like you never
ain't
know.
no Photoshop. That's a what they call it with the blue check on Twitter.
Verified.
That's a verified account. Verified rat. Look at that. That's not verified.
Listen. How's this? Okay, you know what?
All right.
As a woman, I'll take accountability. I could have handled that differently.
That's all Rory was trying to tell Cardi. Look how we get back
to that. See, now you get me in trouble with Cardi again. I didn't tell her to handle anything.
It's really him. It's really him. He really the problem. Word of my soul. I've been telling y'all that.
Do I think Cardi needs to be held
Man,
accountable?
check his chest.
Ain't
Wearing
that
something?
Ain't that what you
check his sneakers.
Ain't that what you just said? Cardi needs to be held take accountability?
No, I asked Demaris, does Cardi need accountability? And she said, do you think that? And I said, no.
Oh, you say she don't need accountability?
No.
Okay.
You didn't do anything wrong?
Well, what did you say, Demaris?
I apologize. I mean mine though. I'm not just saying it. I mean my apology. I apologize. I did not have to throw you to the wolves. I just thought that was a tactic to get, my boy free, but I could have handled that better. I could have left your name out of the paperwork. So I apologize sincerely. That's how an apology is handled.
The first time the Knicks go to the playoffs in 26 years, and the woman just took accountability for the first time.
All right. May 19th, 2025, 3:36 p.m. Cardi B apologized to me and Demaris apologized to you. 2 women back to back. Wow. I'm a little like misty in my eyes right now.
Cardi for president.
Now, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, that's all I wanted from the first.
Hey, Demaris, maybe I could have just laughed by myself in the living room and not posted it to co-sign the war that was going on between you and that person to add fuel to the fire.
Hey, Demaris, maybe I shouldn't have laughed out loud. I should have laughed in the living room and not added fuel to the fire.
Again, we'll try it again when you mean it. We'll try it again.
I meant it the first time, man.
We'll try it again 6 months from now.
Y'all don't take my apology.
Baby steps.
Y'all don't take my apology seriously on here, man, on the Ratcast, man. This is crazy, man.
Actually, hold on. Can somebody hand me the gavel? Actually, I'll come get it. Or Josh, bring it to me real quick.
Get off?
Yeah, I actually got somebody else to bring the homie court. In fact, since we're hashing out things on this motherfucking podcast.
Hash brown, goddammit. I love me a hash brown.
And while she gets that together, in the meantime, if somebody snitches and no one goes to jail.
Nah, we not see.
Because nobody attacked you.
The rats.
No,
the rats always try to find a loophole.
Because, yeah, she did, but they didn't attack you. Like, you didn't get the sentence for her ratting. This was the first time in stan culture that I even saw this, which takes a special type of complexion. Even after Cardi apologized, the comments under from her own stans that listened to every last word she said, for the first time said, nah, it's still fuck that white bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They said, nah, fuck him. Don't apologize.
They didn't even listen to their leader.
Yeah, nah, fuck that.
They read and saw the clip of Maul and was like, nah, Maul cool. Fuck that white bitch.
Fuck the white bitch. Reparations, Rory.
Yeah.
Get some.
Listen, I agree.
Yeah.
Demaris,
now in session, the people versus Rory Farrow.
Yes. Get his white ass, Demaris, please.
Because the only reason why I had to sit and endure Maul's fake ass apology is because you went and had a conversation with him that I was upset.
Well, he's supposed to.
So no. But this is let's listen to this. I have been dealing with people calling me all types of sensitive asses because Rory went and stuck up for me because that's how he felt. He felt I should be stuck up for. I didn't go to Rory and crying and screaming and all. Rory came to me and he felt that I should be stuck up for. Yeah. So I'm over here getting an apology like I was crying because I need an apology when I said I'm not getting no apology from Maul because Maul ain't sorry. But what made it seem like to me, I mean to everybody else and to the public, is that I was crying for an apology from Maul.
So I'm on trial for the court of public opinion?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I ain't got shit to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because during that apology, you should have said, Demaris wasn't crying for an apology. I feel like you owe Demaris an apology. Motherfuckers over here like, Demaris is really mad at Maul about it. I
didn't think I needed to say on the mic that Demaris was not crying for an apology because you weren't. So I didn't think that needed to even be said.
This is what the court of public opinion. This is
I'm not fucking that so Raven. I didn't envision what the comments were going to be the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was some internal tension and I wanted everyone to piece it up. I feel like the air is already clear.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was. I didn't predict what the comments would be that Demaris came crying for an apology because that wasn't the case. Sometimes I deal too much in truth and don't realize what the internet's going to view it as.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, well, this is what happened. So that's how the world's going to see it. And it's like, no.
It never happens that way. Never happens that way.
And actually, Peach, homie, Josh.
Well, it's really Peach.
No. Because when I sat here and was sitting through that apology, nobody sat there and said, Maul, you was wrong. Everybody was quiet. Oh, Josh standing up. Josh said he said
and
something.
I mentioned, see, don't even put him on homie court because I did tell you that Josh was in your corner. I said that.
Y'all realize that all I did was laugh? Laugh. That's all I did. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say get her. I didn't say kill her. I didn't say any of these things. I just laughed.
So you don't mean the apology?
I told Demaris that if she felt the way about that, I apologize for that because that wasn't my intention. I wasn't trying to make Demaris feel away. But also, the girl wasn't crazy disrespectful towards Demaris.
She was also just wrong.
Even if but I just laughed though. Whether she's right or wrong, I just laughed. That's all I did.
But where's the joke?
The joke was just in her cutting the video up, literally you in the middle of your video, and she'd be like, nah, hold up. Go over there with wop, wop, wop. It was just funny. I just laughed at that. Now, if she would have been on there coming at you, disrespecting you, and I laughed, then I could understand you feeling, because now that's somebody just straight up disrespecting you. But she just spliced the video that you posted, and then took it back to some things you said months ago and then tried to just point out hypocrisy. I just thought it was funny that she did that. Now, again, if she would have been on there kicking your back in on a personal level and I laughed, then 100% yo, Maul, that's fucked up. But if I'm just laughing at somebody comparing what you doing today versus what you said a year ago, I'm just laughing at it. Like I didn't see the big crime in that. So I did, I was just saying.
The second one you went and laughed at, which was also a clip taken out of context, because I was the first person on this podcast to say that I liked sexy songs for you. I said that. They just clipped that out of the clip. You went and laughed at that too. That wasn't even funny.
Demaris, you spent a year and a half laughing at any video calling me dick rider, this, that, third, dot, bop, the dot, bop, man. What I sat here and did. I would never. I took it all. I would never. I accepted it all from the mountaintops of victory.
Like I said,
from the mountaintops of victory.
I would never laugh.
Is that a fact? Because I didn't see that.
No.
What?
I never saw Demaris laughing at anyone calling you a dick rider.
Demaris can't wait to laugh. Everybody was laughing at that.
We laughed.
I didn't give a fuck.
Not like in here if we laugh with each other.
Laughing with each other is I would never laugh at you
on the episode. You laughed.
I would never laugh at you on the internet for niggas that
you laughed on the episode. On the episode,
we laugh at each other. What she's trying to say is, if there was a post that Maul, whatever, like the Mr. Bigsby guy,
niggas was turning you into Sexy Red. I wasn't sitting up there. They was superimposing your head on Sexy Red, bro. I wasn't sitting up there commenting underneath that shit, giggling and laughing and shit like that. I would never do anything like that because I'm never gonna give somebody ammunition to be like, yo, even his co-host laughing at him.
That's
weird.
But that's my point.
Weird. You look like a weird nigga.
But that's my point. That would be them trying to disrespect me. Shorty wasn't trying to disrespect you.
Okay.
In her post, she didn't say anything disrespectful at all. She didn't call you out your name.
And you don't think that the biggest rapper in the world reposting that is grounds for that, especially back to back. You don't think that at all. You don't think that
which greenlit a bunch of people to say extremely
to
disrespectful.
this day, anytime I upload anything, I am harassed by Drake fans. Do I care? No. But you know that opens up the floodgates for a whole bunch of things. There are also a whole bunch of people, my colleagues in this business, underneath your post, like, oh, damn, even her boss laughing at her.
I'm laughing at the post. I wasn't laughing at you.
Maul, your intention is not always the point.
Yeah, but
I need you to understand that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If I laugh at something, I'm just laughing. Now, what you think I'm laughing at, let's talk about that. I was just laughing at her trying to point out a hypocrisy and taking something you just did and posting on TikTok versus something you said on the show almost a year ago. I was just laughing at that. I wasn't laughing at her trying to make you look stupid or if she called you out your name. Like, no, that would be something that's like, damn, that's fucked up. But she didn't disrespect you.
But you didn't laugh under her post. You laughed under Sensitive Sally's. No, you laugh under Sensitive Sally's repost. And you know that he was not reposting. You knew why he was reposting. No, that was on
I laughed on the plot twist page.
We know who plot twist is. We all know who plot twist is.
I don't know. It is what it is. But that's where I saw it at.
See, this is why I can't have fake court. If we
what you mean?
Let's do real court.
I'm telling you where I saw the post at. I saw the post. I laughed at it. I'm not paying attention to who posted. I don't want to
draw this out. This was Rory's homie court.
But somehow I'm on the stand.
Well, you got up there. You got out there and started.
Because I got ratted on. My name is in paperwork. I was home chilling, and I see Maul deserve smoke. I'm like, whoa, I didn't even tweet nothing all weekend.
Should have went to Bali.
Yeah, like Jesus Louise.
Well, court is adjourned.
No, it's not. Get his ass some more.
Court is adjourned. Nah, because he's proven his loyalty. Word up. He's proven his loyalty. That's why I got him out.
I haven't proven my loyalty.
That's why I went and got him out. Hold on.
I haven't proven my loyalty.
Listen. Niggas double back on the laugh. Niggas double back on the laugh. Shit must have been really, really funny.
It was funny.
It must have been really, really funny.
It was funny.
Really funny.
Shit be funny sometimes. All right, so
and you know what was funny? Them barbs on your ass. I mean, them Cardi gang on your ass. That's what's funny. I laugh.
Cardi gang on my ass?
I laughed. That's why it's laughing emojis. That's what the fans was on your ass. I laughed.
When?
Now we laughing.
Cardi gang is on my ass right now?
Bardi gang, yeah, for what you were saying. Hell yeah.
Oh, I didn't see none of it. I don't know.
Check your request DMs. I'm sure they're threatening to kill your
Bardi gang,
entire
I don't want
family.
no smoke. I love Cardi, man. Big Bronx shit. I always support her. I don't want no smoke.
Well, now that we've saw
somebody from Bardi gang hit my request DM and said they was going to kill Amara, and I replied, "Oh, you must be a fan because you know her name." Yeah. I appreciate the support.
That's great.
Keep listening every week.
Fucking idiot. Yeah, you
People
fucking
are fucking
idiot.
stupid.
Yeah.
No worry, Mal.
Thank the Lord for Joey Badass. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have
There's
made it
some-
into work today.
Yeah, it's a lot, but we
At least the universe can balance itself out. But yeah, I mean, that's just how the world works and how the universe works, yin and yang. Joey Badass cleaned up the entire world. So the universe had to come back to us and humble us and balance everything out. It's cool.
I was chilling, what was that? Tuesday? And Josh texted me, hey. Whenever Josh texted me.
That was the tone of...
Yeah, whenever Josh
he said it in
texted me, hey,
italics.
he said, hey, are you jumping on the Twitter Spaces tonight? And I had forgot that we had talked about doing the Twitter Spaces, just kind of talking about the whole Joey Halliburton, Joey Badass, this between
Joey Halliburton.
I mean, it's just he's kicking everybody's ass. But we had a Twitter Spaces. Shout out to everybody that joined the Spaces and spoke. Shout out to Mickey Fax. Lloyd Banks was in the Spaces. Reason. Shout out to Gina Views. Who else am I missing? There was other people because I got there kind of late. I got there like 45 minutes after y'all started.
Yeah, I think you named. I mean, there was a bunch of people in there. It was a great time.
Over 12,000 people joined, so thank you to everybody joined.
Yeah, for sure. And again, apologies for my outburst. I'm resetting. I'm good now. All right. Twitter Spaces was amazing. I had a great time. It's always fun to talk about shit in real time with all like listeners and fans and everything. Like it's fun on the podcast, but in real time talking to the timeline, I find it extremely great to just talk with them. And we jumped the West Coast. We jumped Reason. And I felt like it was karma. The West Coast tried to jump Joey Badass. So Reason had to get jumped in Twitter Spaces. Then he tried to run and get Gina, but Gina's service didn't work. So Reason was sitting there getting his ass whooped, screaming for Gina. And she has one bar.
Yeah.
Can't even find the Wi-Fi.
He kept texting me like, put Gina on stage. Yo, nah, she up there. She ain't talking. That ain't on me.
All right. All right, we can tie this in with some of the recap. Reason was trying to suggest that everyone won in this. And even Gina, who is very direct in how she feels, especially after the victory lap that the West Coast had, and there is no middle ground gray area. It's either somebody won or lost, said the fans won. The West Coast looked way different than it did in 2024. Now there's a gray area for everything. Now the fans won.
I agree with them though, but
No, you don't.
But I agreed on the Spaces. I agree when Gina was saying that Rayvon does not walk away with the L on this. He walks away with a W. I agree with them when they said that.
He walks away with a W because he's getting interviews?
No, it's not. He lost the battle, and that's what we were trying to get across to you.
What did he win?
He lost the battle. He won a whole bunch of publicity and attention that he didn't have before.
Come on with that clout chasing shit. I don't care.
But you bring up all the time that when you're a rapper, you need that, like for your career. More people are now listening to Rayvon, which is well deserved because he is very talented. More people are now listening to him than ever before.
Yeah, but don't mention that in a battle. We know you're right, and Gina's right in saying that. But don't mention that in a battle. Don't tell me that he's getting interviews and his streams is going up, and don't tell me that during a battle. We know that. We know that's going to happen.
It wasn't during the battle. The battle was over. He lost. That's the general.
Yeah, but as a result of the battle, he's getting interviews. His streams are going up, and I'm cool, great. I'm not, I don't. Regardless of what Rayvon thinks about me, like I'm not mad at his. Like I want to see him be successful. He's another black.
Doesn't affect your life.
Yeah, at all.
Either way,
he's another black dude. Like I support that.
Sorry. He's another black dude. It's funny.
Yeah, like I support my black. I support my black people. Like I support them. I may not like him, but I support him, right?
Okay.
But
I don't think you dislike him. I don't think you have any feelings.
Yeah, I don't have any feelings about Rayvon. I could care less. But what I'm saying is, don't tell me during a battle or after a battle, it's okay. It's okay. That's just
today is just not his day.
That's just. See, don't let it take you there. Don't let it take you to that space.
I always felt that Reggie's sister was way better than he was.
Cheryl is a way better.
I just want to put that out there. I know it's
Cheryl Miller is the greatest Miller of all time. But yes, Rayvon's stream numbers go up, things like that. We know that. But to mention that during a battle when we're talking about Joey Badass winning and defeating everybody that stood in front of him or threw shots at him. It's like, don't do that right here. Don't tell me what the numbers are. Don't tell me what the streams are right now. I don't care about that. I'm talking about the records and the bars that were put forth in a battle. That's all I'm talking about. Don't tell me that. But he getting 3 interviews tomorrow and he going in the stream.
They also said that it's closer than the New Yorkers are making it.
No, it's
like
not.
He didn't get his ass.
It's
beat.
worse. It's worser. It's worse than the LA aliens are making it appear to be.
And that's where I know, like, I'm so sick of people saying New York bias, because that is not the case here. The West Coast bias was showing so much, because we respected Ray Von's
a little crazy, yeah.
First diss. I thought it was great. I thought it was really close after Joey did the finals. I still felt like Joey edged him out in that first round. But then when you get to the town,
My Town,
and then the follow-up is the GoldenEye record, and the West Coast is trying to tell me it's still close.
the West Coast was saying the GoldenEye record was like, they were like, oh, yo,
Dog.
that's the one. I'm like, it's
Saying
not.
No, it's not.
saying he's gay in 20 different ways over a bad flip of the back down beat is not close in the battle. It's just not. After Joey and Loaded Lux clean everybody up.
Yeah, no. It's not close.
Even Daylight's AO shit that came out after, which was way better than his first one, probably my favorite one that Light put out. It may be in the top 3 of this battle. Still didn't hit. It was over after My Town came out.
Yeah,
I don't care what
agree.
you put out after. Put
It's
out a
over.
whole mixtape. It's done.
Listen, it's over. I don't care to hear any more records about this or coming out of this. It's just one of those things. There was a moment. It was cool. All of the rappers, all of the MCs put their best work forward. Let the people decide. It's decided. It's not closed. Joey cleaned everybody up. Everybody go back to their respective corners. Work on your music. Put out your music. Do whatever it is you was doing before. But I don't want to talk about this battle no more. It's not even a battle.
I liked. I did kind of sigh when I saw that Daylight put out another record either this morning or last night, the end credits joint. But I actually thought it was a cool way to end the entire battle. He just recapped everything that happened. Like, I thought that was cool to really end everything, because even I was starting to get drained. As somebody that was trying to instigate every rapper to get in to this battle, I started to get exhausted. I was like, all right, man, I can't listen to another one. This is going way too far. And even I'm happy that Ray Von definitely stopped. And I saw that he posted like a live performance. I'm with Gina and Reason on, okay, it's kind of a win for him for the eyes, but if he doesn't do anything with the eyes, because I feel like attention these days is cheap. They just move on to the next thing. So yeah, he could have 500,000 impressions, but they're just going to move on to the next thing if he doesn't capitalize. So I can say for sure Ray Von lost this battle, but on the other side, I can't say it was a win for him unless he capitalizes off the eyes that are on him. Because
it's not a win for him even if he do that. He lost the battle, period.
No,
that's it.
But we're talking about the separate part of like who takes away from, but he has to capitalize. All those eyes that were looking at him now need to continue with, or at least, a percentage of them need to move on with Ray Von with his career and keep following him. Then I'll be like, all right, cool. That was a way to get more fans and more attention on you. But if you just do a battle and then everyone moves on to the next thing, you took 2 L's in my opinion. You didn't even use the marketing that was set up for you by Top if you don't capitalize off that. That's 2 L's to me.
Yeah, I get it.
I hope that doesn't happen because, like Demaris said, I think he's talented and deserves eyes on him. I hope he uses it to, better his career because he's a good rapper. But if he doesn't, that's 2 L's.
Yeah, but just stop saying it's a W for him. If he capitalizes. It's not.
Yeah.
You should always capitalize as an artist. Put out good music, capitalize off the moment, capitalize off the opportunity to release music. But the battle is the battle. All of y'all lost. Joey cleaned everybody up. I hope everybody comes out of this and does everything that they want to do in music. I hope everybody's successful. But I ain't gonna be like, yo, nah, but he ain't really lose the battle because he put out a classic joint after that. Nah, he lost.
Which is fine.
Yeah, no, of course it's fine. You win or you lose. They lost.
Because even if, like, Demaris, back to your point that you were saying to Maul of, all right, if his streams go up, more attention goes up, then that's a win. That's kind of like saying, okay, Drake didn't lose because he was still the most streamed artist at the end of the year. It's like, nah, he still took a L by the court of public opinion.
I didn't want to bring that up, but I'm looking at you, waiting for you to be like, but you being...
By the court of public opinion, Drake took an L, but at the end of the year, he was the highest streamed artist of the year, and no one went, oh, never mind, Drake didn't take an L.
But that's completely different because completely different because Drake had, and we said this before the battle, Drake had nowhere to go but down. There was nothing he could have gained from this battle other than when we mentioned during the DJ Head interview, he could completely kill that boogeyman shit. Like, I'm the real boogeyman. That was the only thing that he had to gain from this battle.
From it, if he beat Kendrick, I had said he would be in the absolute conversation of one of the greatest rappers
of all
like
time.
if he cleaned up, that would have been like,
yeah,
all right,
but that was the only
Drake is already here, but now
that was the only accolade he had to gain, right? Which is a big accolade, but he's already at the top with Rayvon had nowhere to go but up. So that's why I think that's
streaming numbers.
Different.
You can't say someone didn't take a L just because they got more streaming.
But nobody said that he didn't take a L.
Okay.
Nobody.
Well, I mean, literally the entire West Coast thinks that shit was better than Ether and Takeover.
You stupid. Yep.
Yo, I can really appreciate, as New York crab in the barrel, like we don't stick together shit. I do admire how much the West Coast will defend blindly, knowing they sound insane, and still be like, nah, Ray cleaned everybody up.
So what
I can appreciate that type of support.
I don't think that it's blindly. I do think that we have different opinions on what music sounds better because we do have different sounds. So I do think that they truly believe that it was closer than it was because they might value Ray's swag more than they value Joey Badass.
What was the name of the Daylight record that he had the chopped cheese as the artwork that Daylight even took off his own YouTube page? I need all the. I want to lend some West Coast ears so they can tell me if that sounds good. I'm cool with having different ears. If that sounds good to y'all.
Listen.
Nah, that wasn't.
I didn't even really see them standing up for Daylight. I saw them really standing up for Ray.
Well, that's actually what I want to talk about. I'm glad you brought that up. The only person I felt actually had something to lose in this battle for real was Daylight. Because us even came in here, we were shaking for Joey. Because he has, rightfully so,
he's proven
the status of being an alien. He's one of those. We revere Daylight's pen probably more than most rappers, period.
Well, because he's a battle rapper.
And the expectations were so high for him. How he delivered was so underwhelming. I felt like that was kind of the only real L that somebody could have taken in this. Because like Demaris said, the only place you can go is up. Joey's still going to be Joey. He's still going to act no matter what. Daylight's brand, I think, was the only one that was kind of like, damn, that was underwhelming. We had no expectations for Ray.
Yeah.
Even with Joey Badass, we're like, we know Joey can rap. He's a great MC, but he's not super battle tested. We didn't even have the highest expectations for Joey. Daylight, though.
Yeah.
He's the only one I think really took like a brand loss. Like, damn, I'm never going to forget this part about Daylight. But I only had nothing but amazing things with Daylight, and like everyone should be terrified of Daylight. When Daylight shows up, everyone should leave the park. He's that good of a rapper. Now I still think that about Daylight, but this was like,
I think what we learned in it is you can be a battle rapper, but when it comes time to battle rap on records with music, you know, having flows and things like that, it's a different ball game. I think that Daylight is just, the cerebral thing works on a battle rap stage because you get to kind of be performative and you get the, you know, the theatrics of battle rap. So that whole cerebral angle is, it lands better on stage. The cerebral, you know, I am a god, all of that on wax in a battle is not. I think battle rap, you have to be a little more cool. I think you have to be a little cooler in battle rap. I think you have to be a little more charismatic. I think you got to be a little more witty.
You're putting on a performance, for real. It's a performance.
Like, but you can't be like Daylight's thing is too, you know, it's too much of his own world that he creates in his music. And on wax, it doesn't land the same as on stage. I can kind of perform and create this whole thing where I'm bringing you into my world. On you know, with the music and on a disc record, it's just, it doesn't land the same. And that was the disappointing part for me listening to Light. I was like, it's not landing the same. If I take the music away and put Light on stage with Joey Badass and let Light perform this, then it might look and feel a little differently. But on just listening to the music, it didn't land. Again, his battle rap career, I think, takes a hit now because all the battle rappers have incredible ammunition now to kind of like go at Light if they battle. Now, I still think Light is a dangerous opponent for anybody.
Of course.
Because he's obviously talented. But I do think that coming out of this moment, now other battle rappers have ammunition, which is why it was so clever for Joey Badass to put Lux on the record.
Yeah.
to kind of like, allude to that. Like
Lux floated on that shit.
you understand? Like Lux can on music, but you see, because Lux is a little more charismatic, he's a little cool in the things that he's saying and how he frames his bars and things like that. It's not as Lux can get into that cerebral zone too, but I think he knows how to turn it off a little bit when it's like in the music.
I mean, Lux even knows how to dumb it down at the right times, because we know Lux can leave Earth the way Daylight. They're actually very similar in that way of leaving Earth. But Lux, his most famous round ever was dumbed down. He repeated, he made a hook out of that. He repeated the same thing 15 times. And that's one of his best shits ever because he knows when to dumb it down. And we were talking on Twitter Spaces, the hip hop purists are gonna just have to face the reality that in the history of battling, the simple shit wins. Yeah. It's not who's the best rapper. You have to the most famous battle lines that we all go back to are very, very simple, even from the most lyrical rappers. Like Beans and Kiss dumb down their own shit, and that's one of my favorite battles ever. Even Hove and Nas, they weren't going lyrical miracle, fucking 10,000 different metaphors, and we were like, oh, he's the winner because he had more metaphors here. Now you got to dumb that shit down. What's gonna hit? What's gonna land? What punch is gonna matter? I mean, I think is that your tour, your girl's tour? Like that was a finisher, and then Meek came back and barred it the fuck up, and it was like, nah, I'm cool.
I think that
There's
was
nothing here that we can repeat.
I think a lot of that relates to the Drake Kendrick thing. I think Not Like Us is a dumbed down, just diss record. Like it's nothing to think about. You get it as soon as you hear it. It's a hook. It's, you know what I mean? Like, so I think
so the bridge is over.
Right.
Is that KRS's most lyrical performance?
No.
Purposely. Yeah. He made a fucking hit. And that was the bar. The bridge is over. Sorry, Queensbridge.
Right.
Fucking buried a whole borough for 10 years because he just said the bridge is over. That's where I think, because I'm on the side of the nerds, but I don't want to go through every single Daylight metaphor when I can just listen to My Town and clearly see who's winning right now.
Right.
Beats do matter.
Yeah.
Flow does matter. Like
music matters in the battle.
Like, what are we talking about? Because someone even said that on Spaces, she was, of course, from the West Coast, was bringing up Daylight's bars and like, oh, Joey just picked a better beat. Okay, why is that not a stat?
Right.
It's a music battle. Yeah. Like, music's now not important.
Yeah.
They're musicians. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I saw...
fast food is so expensive now. Like, why?
Now,
you might as well just get food.
But when I pull up the value meal menu from 1998.
Oh, yeah.
96. I was going to school and I'm asking my mom for money for McDonald's and she gave me the whole rundown of what Harriet Tubman had to go through. I'm just like, I just wanted a Big Mac and some fries.
Yeah, them shits was like 96 cents back.
How did she tie that all in together?
Hold on, because Demaris is throwing shots.
No, you could. No, I'm not being funny.
This is part of our relationship with Big Brother, Little Sister.
Yeah, of course.
Demaris, a Big Mac was not 96 cents. I was not alive when a Big Mac was 96 cents.
They didn't have I'm thinking, because when I was a certain age, we had a dollar menu. So you were a little bit older than me, so I thought it would be like 96 cents.
Big Mac was never on the dollar menu, was it?
Oh, it wasn't? Oh, I don't know. I didn't.
You could get a McChicken. You could get that bullshit chicken cutlet.
Stop, McChickens are good.
That bullshit chicken cutlet. I was never a McChicken guy at McDonald's.
Nah,
you'd rather get the crispy chicken. The crispy chicken was where it's at. The crispy chicken sandwich. That little dollar McChicken, throw that shit out the window.
I was so brainwashed, I would eat the McChicken. Let me get something real in my stomach and eat a McChicken. Let me get some real food.
That's when that used to be a real meal. Like, yo, did you eat today? Nah, not yet. Like, I got time for me to eat. What you getting? McDonald's? That's your meal for
and then
today?
2 McChickens if you wanted to go crazy. That was when I was going through puberty. I needed 2.
When I was in high school, they used to do something called the McGangbang.
That was something else, baby. Yeah, that was something else. That wasn't.
No,
that wasn't a part of Ronald and them.
That knows what I'm talking about. It's the McChicken.
That was with the purple guy, Ronald,
with a double cheeseburger.
Wait, what?
You put the McChicken on top of the double cheeseburger. It was called a Mc. Oh, in between the double cheeseburger.
Wait, you had to order it and do that yourself?
What number was that?
You had to. Yeah, you had to order it.
That wasn't part of their.
Did you just ask and confirm if that was not on the the McGangbang was not on the menu?
But that's what I'm saying. Who
was that number 69?
Who gave it that name? Was that just locally up in?
No, because Peach went to school down in Kansas and he said he heard of it too.
Peas, they do not have the McGangbang in Kansas. I'm not rolling with that. I'm not. They never called it the McGangbang.
I love that you called it local, like it was like tomatoes in New Jersey. Like, oh, it's McGangbang season. We have to go upstate.
Who called it McGangbang? Who gave it that?
I never heard that.
I don't know. I guess it was like a cultural thing of like high school students.
That didn't touch the 5 boroughs.
Well, you're younger. So this was when we were in middle
older.
School. Or you're older.
Hack the
when we were in
menu.com.
middle school, high school.
What year was that?
2010, 2009.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of no McGangbang.
You wasn't eating McDonald's at that time.
2010? Hell yeah, I was.
Oh.
I was fucking McDonald's up in
I was eating
2010.
Mighty Wings at that point. The
Ugh.
McGangbang burger is one of McDonald's most famous secret menu items.
Oh, it's secret menu.
The best way to do it is to simply order a McDouble, a McChicken, and put it together yourself. Think back to those old commercials. Some assembly may be required. Prices and participation may vary. That whole time they were talking about the McGangbang.
Yo, that is crazy.
That was secret code talk for gangbang.
Yeah. People
Land,
liked it too.
Sea, and air burger. So that's the filet of fish, the chicken sandwich, and beef, like the Big Mac.
Yo,
Yeah.
That's just heart disease and stroke waiting to happen.
remember when I was working at the advertising company?
Yeah.
So we had McDonald's as a client, and for like 6 months they put me on the McLobster account.
Oh,
What
that's
is that?
just so ironic.
The amount of like Getty images I had to download of like high res shots of like the McLobster, and like we would have to like really rent out spaces to shoot the McLobster.
There was a McLobster?
Yeah.
I've never heard of the McLobster.
A lobster
And then
sandwich McDonald's?
at one point, we sent a McLobster van to Maine, and it just drove down from Maine to Virginia and did like McLobster pop-ups.
Oh my
I'm
God,
dead
it's
ass.
real.
What was the McLobster? I've never...
I don't think it ever hit New York City.
Lobster meat, mayo-based sauce, lettuce, and it's served on a toasted bun. It's summer only.
McDonald's had
guarantee you
lobster rolls?
Some of these I took
available
these photos.
typically available in New England states, Maine, New Hampshire.
Wait a fucking minute. McDonald's had lobster rolls?
Yeah, but only in New England, not over here.
Yeah. And I used to take these like
fuck.
I used to take like these fan generated photos of people. Like we would run social campaigns.
Do you know what I would do for a lobster roll when I used to eat lobster?
You wouldn't want the McLobster, bro.
You don't want no fucking McLobster.
Yo,
Nah, don't do that because the filet of fish is good.
They
I
used
say all
to-
the time.
That shit ain't real fish though.
It's
That shit is carp. That shit is not real fucking fish.
Yo, Baby D said that shit is carp. Yo, that shit- Nah, Baby D, don't do that.
That
The filet of fish is good. We not doing that. When the buns are warm, yeah, come on, man.
Pause.
We not doing that.
Listen,
I'm not
man.
pausing warm buns. I love warm buns.
Do you know what it's like to open those freeze packages of vacuum sealed McLobsters at my office?
Yo, so you ate a McLobster?
No. I would take them out of the vacuum seal and they would give us instructions on how to like heat it up so we could take photos of it. It smelled so fucking bad.
Yo, that is great. I never knew McDonald's had a McLobster.
It lasted, this was like summer 2015 it had to be.
Now,
Yeah,
somebody yo,
2015.
in the comments, somebody got to tell me how to make lobster. Yo, P, you ever had a McLobster? Somebody got to tell me how the McLobster was, man. We need a McLobster review. I never even knew this was a thing.
I'm cool,
I
actually.
don't remember how much it cost.
Nah, man, y'all tripping. The McLobster might have did numbers in New
a
England.
single lobster roll cost $30 in 2022. The McLobster roll, however, was $3.99.
I'm cool.
No, it hit $9 during inflation. $9 from a McLobster is hilarious.
Yo,
and first of all, if you're in Maine, New England, etc., why the fuck would you get a McLobster when you could get lobster?
The same reason you get a burger from McDonald's and we live in Manhattan. You get some of the greatest burgers in the world in Manhattan.
Fair, but like if you're out there, nah, that's different. Because a burger is universal everywhere. Like I may want a quick burger, yeah, burgers all the time. Lobster, no matter where you are, is kind of like a special thing, right? So
Not
if
me.
you're in New England, wouldn't you want to like, all right, I'll save my money so twice a month I can eat real lobster, not run around for a $9 McLobster.
I gotta try the McLobster. I'm sorry.
Were you a McRib guy?
I'm sad to say in my younger days, man, I may have had a McRib or two.
That was your rib?
That shit was so nasty. That shit was so
I can
nasty.
smell it right now.
That shit tastes like a sneaker tongue.
Oh,
That shit-
Oh
A
my
saucy
God.
sneaker tongue?
yeah, that shit was just a sneaker tongue with sauce all over it. That shit was terrible.
the McLobster got discontinued in 2017.
Damn, I didn't do my job.
Damn, Rory, you didn't market it enough,
I
bro.
flooded
You-
the streets.
It
Nah,
was-
you were supposed
it
to hit
was-
the hood with that shit. You supposed to take that to the hood
Nah,
like crack.
we started in Maine.
Due to rising lobster prices. So it wasn't you, Rory. You did your job as an
That shit was
advertiser.
not, there was not lobster in that.
Yeah.
The lobster price did not affect the McLobster.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I would have definitely tried the McLobster. They lucky they didn't bring that to Harlem. Niggas would have been smoking Dutchess, eating lobster rolls every night.
So I should have been outside Red Lobster on 25th, just trying to hand to hand the McLobster.
Yeah, you gotta go hand.
You don't need to go in there.
You gotta go hand in hand with the McLobster. You see, they put a Red Lobster right on 25th Street. That shit is never going out of business.
I can't judge people because I was one of those people when I was younger. I used to eat the shrimp from Popeyes.
Nah, the Popeyes shrimp was all right. Yeah, that's not, you ain't say nothing crazy.
But I don't feel like you should eat anything from a restaurant that don't specialize in that. Like Mighty Wings at McDonald's, right? It's a red flag a little bit. Like ribs at McDonald's, it's a red flag. But like, why are you eating shrimp at Popeyes? Where that shrimp came from?
Cajun.
Yeah, like
Louisiana.
It was like the popcorn shrimp.
Yeah.
But it's Louisiana themed. That's like a big thing.
Yeah, but like where the
Cajun
shrimp from?
You know, once you put Cajun in front of it,
yeah,
niggas.
You can go either way. Po' boy, you want a po' boy?
And then do a super racist commercial for 20 years.
Peach want a po' boy. I know he do.
Extra sauce.
He said, hell yeah.
Them po' boys? Josh, you ever had a po' boy? Josh, you never, get out. I can't talk in the room with a nigga that never had a po' boy, man. Like, what you mean?
I've never had a po' boy either.
You never had a po' boy?
No, I live up north. And I've never gone down south and was like, you know what? I should grab a po' boy. Never.
Oh my God.
You can get a po' boy in Coney Island right now.
Yeah, we got to get you a po' boy. You got to get a po' boy.
What about City Island, right? Isn't it that thing that they do up in the Bronx or whatever?
You get a
City
po' boy,
Island? Yeah, you get a po' boy.
They got those.
But
I don't know if I want that to be your first po' boy, though.
Yeah, I feel like I got to go to Louisiana.
Oh,
yeah.
Nah, you go to Louisiana.
Because City Island is po' boy with a side of violence. Like
yeah.
You may not even get a chance to eat it.
Yeah, City Island is a po' boy with a side of a folding chair beside your head, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
City Island is it's such deception because you get off the bridge and it's like the most beautiful area. You're like, I cannot believe this is the Bronx. It's I look at the harbor, the water. Then you get to the end of that street,
and see the
gang violence.
And see the Trinis.
Every Dominican gang you can think of.
Yeah, you go out there. You go to Seafood City. Yeah, you go to Seafood City on the wrong night. The Trinis is in the parking lot having a meeting.
Any night.
Yeah, you might want to get up out of there. I'm just letting you know how it's going.
Yeah, when the street lights come on, I'm getting right back on.
Yeah, you don't want to see the Trinis at Seafood City. Trust me. Trust me. When them niggas is there, just go to another spot, man. Fuck it.
How like the people that live there full time have not complained is beyond me.
Oh no, they complain.
And like that,
the locals, yeah, you know how hard it is to get a place in City Island.
I mean, it's generation to generation.
Yeah, you can't get. You're not gonna just move to City Island. That don't happen. You know, somebody's like, I'm moving to City Island. Somebody they know owns something and gave it to them. Like, yo, you could take my house
for sure.
You're not just moving to City Island. That's not happening.
Yeah, you got to deal with that, and then like possibly a dead body just coming up onto your beach.
It's part of it. So good.
That's the allure. Oh, it's murder season. Goes great with the shrimp.
It's high tide.
Low tide, it smells like shit. And high tide, it smells like dead bodies.
Yeah, it smells like bodies rotting in the water. Yeah.
How do we even get on this entire?
I have no.
Oh, how much a value meal costs now?
Yeah,
you might as well just get a po' boy in Louisiana for what that costs now. Do you think the dollar menu is what they like eased us in to deceive us? Because before the dollar menu, I kind of feel like it was like $3 for a combo meal. Then they started moving those items and separating them for $1. Then you get like 5 things on the dollar menu. It should be 7 something. And that pushed the combo shit up to like $12. Yeah. Whoever came up with that should be like a general in Israel right now. Because how did you do that to us? You really made fast food cost the same as Applebee's.
McDonald's in Dubai is crazy though.
Really?
Oh my God. They have so many different chicken sandwiches.
They got piss in the soda fountain?
No, no, Rory.
I can't be normal.
It just has so many different.
I'm the one that's not normal, right? What goes on in Dubai? I'm the one that's unnormal.
Yeah, but that's not everywhere. That goes on right here in Manhattan too. Right on the corner, actually.
Yeah, but it's
that little rub and tug spot you keep parking in front of.
They got a shit option.
Yeah, but at least there, like you have to be behind a curtain, I think.
Yeah,
and like they'll turn some music on so no one can hear it. In Dubai, I think it's just like just out in the open.
Yeah,
it comes with your section.
You been to Dubai before?
Mm-mm.
Dubai it's cool. It's just it's too turned up for me.
Really?
I like more laid back shit.
One of my favorite YouTubers, shout out to Aaliyah Face, she lives there and like she'll vlog like her living experience. And she said it's a really nice place to like live. Like she goes jogging at night. She's like, I could never do this in New York City. I would never feel comfortable doing this. She said, but in Dubai, it's like one of the safest places in the world.
Oh, it's definitely one of the safest places for sure. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of content creators moved out there.
Yeah, probably.
Is that true? Because I've definitely seen that like in my algorithm of all these people just buying houses in Dubai.
Probably something tax related. It's always tax related.
Always.
But I never understand, because I've never like done the research, but is it super strict or is it not? Like, to some people, it sounds like it's the Wild Wild West. Like, literally, you can do anything, shit on anyone, get a Lamborghini for $10 just for the night. Then I hear other people like, yo, if you even smoke weed, you're going to jail for life.
If you get, I mean, I don't know. Don't let me get the line. I don't know how strict I'm sure there are very strict rules and laws over there. But just like anywhere else, man, you'll find a little pocket, a little culture over there where that shit is readily available. It's weed smoking and shit like that. Like, it's like anywhere else.
So I just looked it up.
Don't get caught transporting that shit there, though.
Yeah.
Dubai has been actively attracting digital content creators with its Creators HQ initiative and Golden Visa program. So the Golden Visa, if you're an eligible creator, they'll give you a 10-year renewable residency permit. And they'll give you, like, they have an incubation center offering resources and support for content creators. They're helping with relocation and business setup. So they want to become a content creation hub. So they're offering a lot of incentives. That's probably why you're seeing so many creators move there.
Okay, that's cool.